Alright, welcome back everybody. We are on episode 3 now for our playthrough of Schedule 1. We also just got some really good news. If you happen to take a look on Steam today, you will notice that Tyler, the creator of this game, had just posted an update. There will be some like Funko Pop style toys coming out. There's a Jesse one, an Uncle Nelson one, and I think there was a third one as well. And along with that, as of next week, the Shrooms update should be out in the beta. So we are well on track to being in a perfect position to jump directly into it as soon as it releases. Get that mixing. We're going to go ahead and finish up trying to get the lab set up today. Move ourselves directly into meth. And then with that income, we should be able to fairly quickly afford to get the warehouse or the barn. I would like the warehouse before the barn, if possible. It is more expensive, but it's closer to where we'll be at most of the time. The barn is kind of a little ways out of town. Space-wise, they are pretty much equivalent. You can fit the same amount of workers and basically the same amount of actual equipment, like the packager and mixer and all that stuff, in either one. So it really doesn't matter too much outside the fact that it is a little bit more travel time to make it to the barn and back. So, kind of up to you. I usually do get the barn first just because it is cheaper. But outside of that, it doesn't really make a difference. We got Girl Scout Thunderfuck, so we still need to mix this one more time. There we go. This last mix here will give us our ice cream bud. We'll have one more stack. I think that's pretty much all we have left. I also know that Benji was getting a little low himself, but we've kind of stopped producing any of our pot. As you can see, we're not growing any, and we didn't really set anything up at the bungalow yet. So we're kind of just skating by on what we have. I'm going to give it just a minute for this to finish mixing since we kind of need it to make these sales. I might actually remove this from our available products after today. That way we don't get any more text messages, but Benji can still sell what he's got on his inventory. So the way it works with your dealers and with yourself, inside of your products app, when you click on them, that little list for sale button, that really only applies to you. So if you have this checked, people can text you and request whatever I cannot think of the word for it. Strain. That's the name I'm trying to think of right now. Whichever strain you have, they will text you for it as long as you have the list for sale button checked. If you do not, like right here with the ice cream bud, if I uncheck that, I will no longer receive text messages, but your dealers can still actually sell that. So if they're walking around and Benji meets up with Jessie, he can still sell her the ice cream bud even if we no longer have it available. So it just makes it easier on us. We don't have to worry about disappointing customers or having to tell people no because we don't have any. And we can still make the money from it by letting just Benji do all the sales himself. That'll also give us a little more time to focus on doing more setting up. We needed cash. That's the one reason I'm still selling right now. We did not have enough to get all of the equipment we needed for the bungalow. And we also still need some materials that we don't have quite yet. You wanted 2 ice cream, bud. There you go. Thanks, Austin. I will see you later, my guy. Austin's a legit OG. I know everybody's got their thing for Jessie, and I will say that she's also a fantastic customer. But Jessie's got a bit of an attitude, man. Austin, he always seems like he's in a good mood. He's always looking to score. Usually we do at least 1 deal with him a day. Sometimes we do 2 even. The dude's just a champ. He's like the MVP of my dealer, or dealings, I should say. I really do like this spot down here. Yes, ma'am, I got your bud for you. Thank you very much. Well, we're up at almost 2K. I don't think I can sell to you yet. Nope. Or you. Ah, I can give him a free sample, though. 80%? That's not bad. Come on, my guy, you like it. Aha! Do you want to buy any? No? Dang it. He buys a lot. He's usually one of the first people I try to sell to when I get down here, just because I know he'll buy a ton. I just sold to you. I don't know why I even bothered to ask. Why does nobody want any drugs today? Is it like the rehab update coming out with the Shrooms update? We're gonna have to go find whoever's running the rehab center and bust their kneecaps with a bat. You're ruining my business. Speaking of bench, what's up, dude? Hey, look at that. Solid. Thanks, my guy. Well, at the rate we're going, we'll be able to buy a couple more pieces of equipment tonight by the time the warehouse opens up. So that's good. We do need quite a bit of cash. Honestly, when we got the bungalow, I probably should have just sat here and kept planting until we put away like 30K or something like that, and then moved over so we could just do it all in one go. This won't prevent us from making the transition. We'll still be able to make enough money, but it would have been a lot quicker moving over if we just had everything together first. I just got overly excited, really is what it comes down to. The apartment and the motel room when you start out are both just so cramped. I'm always so excited to just get out into new space. So we still needed 2 chemistry stations, we needed 2 labs, and then we're going to need 4 mixing station Mark IIs, or 3 at least, because I have the one at the hotel, or the apartment that we can bring over here. So we're going to need 3 more of them, and 4 of these things in total, and then we still have to hire 3 chemists, 1, 2, yeah, 3 chemists and 2 handlers yet. So we still need quite a bit of cash, actually. 2K, not gonna cut it, but that's alright. I do need to see how much product Benji has on him still. Oh, he's got 36. We're good. He'll easily be able to make it for us. We'll just have to have a little bit of patience, like a day or 2 of in-game time to let him finalize a bunch more sales and stuff. We did unlock the dealer last time too, didn't we? Down here in Westville? I just haven't talked to her yet. Nope, not quite. We have Shirley Watts, who is our pseudo supplier now. We ordered from her once already. And then Jerry, we got to get a little bit better friends with Jerry, and he'll unlock our new dealer for us. And she lives right down in that little apartment complex, right next to the bungalow. So that will also come in handy. Hopefully by that point we're producing meth, so we actually have some stock to give to her. But it would be very nice to have 2 dealers. We'd be making a lot more cash right now. Speaking of which, looks like you just bought some, but oh, never mind, you're on your way to buy from me. You look high as shit already, my guy. Geraldine's out partying all day today, evidently. You got anything more for me, Benj? No? That's alright. I really didn't expect you to. Let's see if he hasn't sold to everybody down here yet. Ludwig's already evidently been hooked up. We sold to Austin. I can't sell to Lucy yet. What about Miss Ming? You wanna buy anything? Yeah, buy 3 of them. Nice. That was big. Nobody's home. Benji's making another deal. I don't know if I can sell to this dude yet. What's up, Jeff? Nope, it's got to be downtown first. Okay. I do want to buy the skateboard from him, but I just can't afford it at the moment, and I don't want to spend that money until we get set up in the bungalow at least. Once we get all of our equipment set up over there and we get our employees hired, then it won't be a big deal. Cash will be easy to come by. Just 1 for you. Just 1 for you? No? Alright. Usually I'd kick his ass for rejecting me, but it was only 1 anyways, so it's not like we lost out on a lot of cash. You want to buy anything? Why don't you buy 2 of them? Thanks, man. Alright, well, we have like 4K now. So that's a good sign. I do need to... Oh, wait, you know what? No, I don't. Jerry wants to buy some. So let's go make these sales quick, I guess, and then we'll come back to the warehouse and spend what money we do have. We're going to be very close to being able to get all of the chemistry stations and the ovens hooked up today, so that would be nice. Ice cream bud. Thompson's Construction and Demolition. Oh, there's... Both of these guys are going to be down here. That's nice. Not very often when you get lucky enough to have multiple deals at the same location. Usually you got to run all over the world, but... I definitely won't complain. Oh, crap. I went inside. There we go. Jerry, Jerry. There you go, my guy. There we are, too. We just got Molly unlocked. Boom. I thought... Behind Thompson's Construction and Demolition. I'm very confused. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. This is the construction company. That's the construction site. I'm stupid. Well, alright. That was pretty good. We actually got pretty close to almost 5K. I could also try to squeeze out 1 or 2 more deals, since I actually have a little bit left over. Get out of here, Popo. I'm trying to sell drugs. I don't think I could sell to anybody else over here, so... That was pretty good, at least. Squeezed out 1 more. I do need to remove this, though, before I forget. Because we basically have none left, and I haven't mixed any more yet. Alright. What's up, my guy? I need to get 2 chemistry stations, 2 lab ovens. That takes care of that. So now we just need the 6K for 3 more Mark II mixing stations. And then I want to say it's like 1,800 or something per employee for the chemists. I can't remember. Even estimating low at 1,500, it's still going to cost us 3, 4, 5, probably like 5,500 for the employees too. So we need like 11,500. And we should be able to get everything set up finally. It's like putting together a little puzzle. Very satisfying watching it all fall into place. I kind of want to do the mixing stations in here. If I can jam like 3 against that wall and maybe 1 like so facing, so I can put all the shelves on this side. So let's see if we can't squeeze these guys in here without it being too in the way. I can't do 2 that way, and I don't think 2 fit this way, no. But we could do 2 like so. That still lets us get by. That's not bad. Plus I can squeeze a shelf or 2 back here too if I need it. So we have a little bit of shelf space. We got a little bit of shelf space. Same here. Pretty easy to work around. And we'll have plenty of space in here for the mixing. I'm going to call that good. I think we are in pretty good shape. So the only other thing we should really do tonight, other than maybe mix up a little bit more of our ice cream bud, just because it would be nice to have some to sell ourselves for extra cash. But we should go find Benji quick and see if he's made us any more cash. Oh, look at that sliver. No way. Oh, that was way off. Jesus. I deserve to be arrested for that. That was embarrassing. I actually don't have much butt on me either. I could have just let her take me in. I did deserve it. I'm already running now, though. It's too late. Once you get the hang of like the layout of the town and kind of the way that the cops work, it is so unbelievably easy to escape most of the time. I will say though, if you're one of those people that like to mess with the cops, like run up and punch them or try to knock them out with the bat and stuff, it's significantly riskier. If they get you with one of those tasers, that might be game over. It won't knock you down or anything like that, but it does stun you. And if they're close enough, by the time you get out of the stun, you may have already been arrested. So do keep that in mind if you plan to screw around with them a bunch. I've been arrested a handful of times myself doing that. I literally can never remember what our recipe is for this. So it's Thick Dick was OG with banana, and then Viagra, and then donut. Okay. Banana, Viagra, then donut. Sadly enough, too, I'm finally going to get used to this recipe, and we're immediately going to change it when we go into meth, and it'll be something different. It is very nice that you can do that, though. There's another little tip here, I guess. I kind of just showed it off, but I really never explained it. If you've made a more complex mix, you can always check here inside of your products tab, and it'll have your base weeds right at the beginning, and then your mixes come afterwards, and they go in order of how you mix them. So the very first one is our Thick Dick, which is what we're mixing right now with the banana. That's just our OG Kush in our very first mixer, which is the banana. That continues on for each piece of the mix, basically. So the next one would be our Girl Scout Thunderfuck that we have. That is just the Thick Dick with the next ingredient. So it goes banana for the first, then this one will be the Viagra, and then our final mix is the donut, which then leaves us with our ice cream bud. This one here was that extra mixer we threw in the mouthwash to check it out. So if you ever do lose track, you can always check in here to do so. I haven't really seen that mentioned anywhere, but I do feel like most people have already noticed that. But if you haven't, it's a nice little tip there. Very useful. Alright. This is the most boring part, but we do actually need this mixed, so we're going to have to just wait it out. We do only need one stack. We can sell basically one stack of 20 in a day ourselves. So, excuse me, a stack will definitely make it through. Between that and what Benji has, we'll be totally fine. Honestly, I think in probably 2 days, we'll have basically everything set up. We might be a little bit short on employees, but I can also hand mix the first couple of batches of meth if we have to, while we wait for the money to come in for the rest of it. I could start doing that right now, honestly. Maybe we'll take the bed from the motel and bring it over to the bungalow with us. We can spend a little bit of time over there mixing a few batches of meth by hand until we get everything else finished. The only thing we don't have over there is the mixer, but we can take this with us as well. Honestly, though, we do really need the upgrade. This is still the first one, so it'll work for us, just kind of doing it by hand, but as you see, we do it in batches of 10 at a time. It takes a lot. We could actually be doing an entire stack at once if we had the Mark II mixing station, so if we can squeeze out $2,000 tomorrow, I'll buy the very first mixing station. I'll drag it over there with us and the bed, and we can just do some hand mixing. We'll cook and bake our meth ourselves, we'll break it ourselves, and we'll mix it ourselves for the first few days if we have to. I was very happy to see the Shrooms update info this morning. I know it being just him it's a lot of work. I know it is. And I know a lot of people are very demanding. I mean, I don't think really realized the scope that this game was going to hit or had any way of even knowing. So to make a game that you figured, hey, I hope a few people play this, and then realize that it's like topping Steam charts, and you had no other employees, you're like barely a studio yourself, you know, you're just starting out, you're not prepared for this. So I do like to give them the benefit of the doubt and all the time that he needs, because I know it is a lot of work, but as a player that very much enjoys the game, I've been very antsy, so I was excited to see that. And that it's so soon, too. The last update we got was the postponement, saying that it would be closer to early to mid-December instead of November when the game came out. So to get an update today and say, hey, you know, in like 4 or 5 days, next week sometime it might drop, that was beautiful. I doubt Tyler will ever hear this, but thank you. I appreciate all the work that you do. This game is fantastic. Oh shit, we still haven't paid Shirley back. Sorry. I forgot all about that. Let's go do that quick. I feel guilty. She sent us that pseudo like 5 in-game days ago and we just never paid her. I also kind of like having a hookup to supply us with pseudo, so I'd rather not burn that bridge. I'm coming, Shirley, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I do feel like she'd be fairly understanding considering she's selling us pseudo knowing that we're using it to make meth, so we might not be the brightest bulb, so maybe a little slack she'll allow us, but I do still feel a little guilty about that. That was kind of a long time. Alright. Let's grab our bed while we're over here anyways. I do want that. We didn't have anything over here to... Oh, we can still sell the Ultra Smegma, though. I don't know why I forgot that was in there. We don't have this listed, so we'll just have to hand sell it, but that's fine. We'll have plenty of time while we're mixing and waiting anyways to run around and meet up with some folks. I guess I could list it in the phone, but... maybe I will. Really doesn't do any damage, I just have to remember to unlist it when we're done. I can just list both of these. That'll be good enough. I didn't think to buy any more bags, and we are pretty much out, so I gotta run to the gas station quick, I guess, while we're waiting for that to finish up. I am pretty thankful that we have a gas station on both sides of town. That was another really good thing that Tyler must have thought this through very thoroughly, or he played this enough beta testing, or testing himself to realize that the convenience is just almost necessary. Oops. I just wanted 40. Thank you. You can always go to the other gas station if you want to, but it's just quite a bit further away than this one is. And the first 3 locations that you go to, from the motel to this apartment to the bungalow, are all pretty close to that gas station, so it's very nice. The barn is far closer to the other one, but it's a long distance. The barn is pretty far out there. Alright, let's package this up, and then we'll take... I don't even think we're going to take our mixing station from here, since it's the Mark 1. I think we'll just leave it. We'll go to the bungalow and get like the first couple batches of meth going, and then we'll just crash out for the night. We can throw them in the oven tomorrow, let them bake while we run around and finish up whatever we got to do. And hopefully by the time 6 o'clock rolls around, we'll have enough for the next mixing station and everything else. Well, we should be all set tomorrow, basically, besides a couple of mixing stations and the employees. Everything else should be over there. I have to remember to buy some shelves, though. Using the handlers to move the mixing chemicals and stuff like that is very efficient, but it takes a lot of space. Like, you need a ton of shelves. Having one handler move like multiple things from a shelf to one specific shelf, so let's say we have one shelf full of acid bottles and one shelf full of phosphorus next to our mixing stations, and then I have a shelf in the front that I have all the handlers use to restock the chemistry stations and everything with for the chemists. They will do it, but they don't do it in the like logical pattern for us, where you would put, one stack and then another stack because it takes one of each in order to make the meth. The AI in the game don't think that thoroughly, so they will just grab multiple of whatever's on the shelf. So you might end up with one chemistry station that has 2 stacks of acid and no phosphorus, or vice versa, whatever else. So it takes a lot of additional space just to keep things organized. What I like to do is keep either one shelf specifically for each individual ingredient, so one for acid, one for phosphorus, one for pseudo for meth, and then have a handler just take from each shelf individually. Or I can hand fill them myself for specific shelves, like with meth. The chemist won't empty the primary shelf that has all your phosphorus, acid, and things super quickly, considering it only takes one of each to make a batch, and these stack in tens. So you'll be able to fit quite a bit on one shelf. You can do that, load it up, and then just come back every couple of days, move things onto the shelf yourself to make sure that they're all organized. Or you can do the other method I was explaining, where you just do one shelf for each and just have a handler take from every individual shelf. That works, but keep in mind it takes a little bit more handlers, and you need a lot more shelving, so it takes a lot more space. I usually do the shelf method, where I just have a handful of handlers, and they just move things from individual shelves to everything. And it works pretty well. It lasts a long time. I will say it takes a long time to reload all of your inventory, though. Like, for the bungalow, even, on my primary game, I would have to call 3 or 4 vans from the gas station just to refill all my mixing stuff here. So it takes a lot. Or I can take 10 trips back and forth myself. But that guy there, I didn't bring the phosphorus and stuff down here because I don't have shelves, obviously. So I wonder if I left that at the bungalow, or not the bungalow, at the apartment. I don't remember bringing it to the motel, but I guess we can check. I just want to get the first batch of our meth mixing, actually, before we crash out. Because I know we have the pseudo, and I'm pretty sure we bought a stack of phosphorus and acid already. So we should have everything we need. However, there's the pseudo. Maybe it is at the motel. I need to make sure we get a little bit better organized. Or maybe we just didn't buy it. I swear we did, though. Well, I guess that's what we're doing tomorrow, then. We can see if Benji has any extra cash for us. I doubt it. Oh, actually, you got almost $1,000. Let's go buy a little bit of pseudo and... or, not pseudo, acid and phosphorus then quick. I am... excuse me. I am a little confused, though. I thought we did this already. Actually, we just need 4. We only have 4 chemistry stations and ovens right now, so that'll perfectly work out. And we have 8 pseudo, so look at that. We're in good shape. We can make a batch. Alright. Our official move to the bungalow has now actually been completed. We just got to finish setting everything up over there, and we're going to be a full-on meth lab. Quite the jump up from small-time pot dealer. Alright, we're going to do 1 and 1 and 1. 1, 1, and 1. Perfect. Look at us. Our very first batch. Can definitely tell, too. It's very messy. I've always kind of liked this little, mini game thing. It does get old, obviously, pretty quick if you're doing this a ton, but usually you'll have employees not very long after you start. Alright. Very first batch is going. That was a little cleaner. Getting the hang of it. Beauty. Oh, I went a little over on that one. Gah, man. By the way, that doesn't matter. The whole, like, me trying to perfect the temperature thing. I don't know that you can't, or, what a sentence that was. I don't know if you can actually do any damage to this during the mixing process. I think you'd, like, purposely have to try to even have a chance at doing it. I just like to, like, role play a little bit. Try to be a perfectionist. Oh, man, twice now. I'm a failure. We really need to hire employees before I blow this place up. You probably can actually, honestly, damage this now that I think about it. I would imagine that Tyler has some system set up to where if you really do something horribly wrong here, you can probably blow it up or something, because, you know, it is explosive. Combustible. I bet if we burn this, like, super bad on purpose, it would probably explode. I'm not about to find out, since this is our first batch, but maybe a little later down the road when we're bored, I can bring a mixing station up, or a chemistry station up to, like, the barn or something, and put it away from everybody and just check it out, see what happens. 340 XP, not bad. So we still got like 500 more XP before we can level up again. So we still got a little bit of time left on that too. Let's put the last of our pseudo down so we're not carrying this around with us all day. We'll definitely be able to get enough money put together today to make one more batch of meth all the way around. We need at least 2K more to get the first mixing station. So that a minimum of 2,000 today we need to make. More than that would be awesome, but that's just to get us started, basically. I also need to go buy a bunch of shelves and stuff right now. Austin! You want to buy anything? I know you're going to ask me later anyways, so... Here, just buy 2 of those. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. This town is always so quiet in the morning, and I suspect it has something to do with all the drugs I sell at night. Hey, Ludwig! What's going on, my guy? No? Alright. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to buy lockers too for our employees. Forgot about that. So that's a new thing too, with the Cartel. Previously, if you played this when it was first out in early access, you had to have a bed for all of your employees, which takes a lot of space. I mean, you could do it, but you were really jam-packing everything into every location to fit it all. The lockers are a significantly better option. Way smaller, and you can set them right up against each other, right up against a wall or something like that. Very little space taking up, and it doesn't have to be in the middle of a room or anything like that. These are fantastic. I'm gonna take... We want 8. I'm just gonna have to deposit a little cash quick, I guess. Let's just do 500. Alright, Meg's already hitting us up too. Good. Perfect. Perfect. What's up, dude? Buy some drugs. You want 3 of them. Aha! Very nice. Joyce? Perfect. Just buy 2. That's fine. Miss Kim! I guess just buy one. That's all that I need, actually. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? This is what I've been missing. I knew something just felt off. Where is he? We haven't kicked Peter's ass at all today. That's the problem. Dude's hiding. He knew it. He must have been able to sense it. We're going to bump into him at some point today, and he's going to pay for it. You guys are out in force this morning, huh? Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. I kind of didn't want to have a bed down here. That's why I didn't bring it yet. Because we need to have space for all those mixing stations, the lockers, and all of our storages. We can squeeze 2 storages here, and 2 back here, though. So that helps. Oh, shit, we could actually fit... I don't want to do that. Then I gotta jump over the chemistry station every time to get back here. There. That seems like it'll do alright. This gives us 1 shelf per mixing ingredient then, for in this room. This will give us 1 regular shelf for what they're going to be using at the stations, and then 1 backup shelf with extra resources that I can stock, I guess, manually. I do kind of wish that we had... We're going to have to see how much space we have. It would be nice if we could get 4 more large racks in here so we could keep a backup rack for each mixing one. I prefer to have at least 2, just because they will go through it pretty quick using the mixing stations and stuff, so I think that might be the play if we can fit it in there. For now, let's go make some sales so we can get some cash backed up. We need that. One Ultra Smegma. There you go, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. It didn't move. I apologize. I just tried to rip her off. I'm a very trusted businessman in this town. Can't jeopardize my reputation. Meg, you want one? Thank you, ma'am. Have a good one. Donna, you want to buy something? Thank you. Appreciate that. Boy, this is going well. We've made, like, pretty solid bank today. Hey, bud. You want one of these. Just one. That's fine. I don't even care. I can't sell to you yet, can I? Nope, I didn't think so. Alright. That might be pretty much everybody over here. Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, alright. Wasn't sure if I could sell to you or not. No? Darn it. We need a few more sales. We didn't quite make our mark yet. Although Benji probably has some cash on him too, but... Are you home, dude? You are. Alright. We're close. Very close. But we also need a little bit of excess because I need to buy mixing ingredients and all that other stuff still, too. So we need to make like 3 more sales. Hopefully. I figured she'd be gone. We'll get a few more messages today, I guess. We're going to go back and finish our meth mixing. Or, I guess not mixing yet, but baking. We've got to bake our mix. Alright. 1. Oops. Gotta open it first. There we go. This is quite the timely process. Oh, shit, I put both of those there. There we go, Ludwig. I appreciate you. Alright. Look at us. We're no small-time potatoes anymore. We still haven't been hit up by the cartel yet. I just don't understand what the trigger would be for them. I mean, we've tried, like, all kinds of stuff. I have, like, half of Westville already unlocked now for customers. We've tried spray painting. Speaking of which, I don't remember where I put that either. I'm pretty sure last episode we bought the spray can. And I feel like I did spray paint one location, I just don't remember where. Son of a gun. Every time. Every time. Oh, she's on her way to go buy something. Who haven't we sold to yet? Oh, here we go. Can I hide behind the sign? Wow. I can't believe that just worked. Literally hid from him behind the sign, and we somehow managed to pull it off before that cop car spotted us. Talk about timing. Alright. Don't you ever disrespect... Oh, you got a fucking knife? Not so tough now, are you? Disrespect my product like that? My God. You know. What an asshole. You saw that, didn't you? I wish I could sell drugs to you. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're high as fuck. Never mind. That does most likely mean, though, that Benji just made an extra sale, so we can try that. Jesse! Psst, stop! Oh, want some drugs? Thank you. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Jesse the G. Appreciate that. Now, I don't think it's quite 6 yet. Pretty close. 5:40. Hey, Jerry. What's up, my dude? Be down there in no time. I really just want to buy this mixing station quick so we can use the rest of the cash on mixing supplies. Come on. Come on. There it is. Alright, I just need this guy from you. Thank you, sir. Let's fucking go, man. Alright. Get out of the way. It's official. We're about to be finalizing our very first batch of meth. I am going to have to turn around quick, though, and pawn off these sales before we run out of time on some of them. I don't want to get too wrapped up in here doing the mixing, or we'll never leave. Are these done yet? 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Just under. Okay. Enough time for us to make our sales, and by the time we get back, they should be done. I'm coming. What's up, my guy? What do you got? 2 ice cream, bud. There you go, man. Appreciate it. I've got 1 Ultra Smegma to sell, which only leaves me with 4 of those. So let's take the Ultra Smegma out. That was the only stack we had of that. So the last couple pieces we can just sell, I guess, out of pocket whenever we bump into somebody that wants it. Alright. I was actually going to attack Donna there, but to be fair, she has already bought from us. I don't want to be that greedy. Alright, I'll be right back. You're just a little slow, that's all. These other folks have been waiting here for probably ever. Chloe, you want one ice cream, bud. Gotcha. Thank you, ma'am. What's up, Ludwig? You want an Ultra Smegma? Thank you, sir. Now Beth will be back here finally. Here you go. Thank you. And we have 1,300 we can spend on mixing stuff. We're going to try to come up with a recipe. I do need to deposit this, though, so we can spend it. Alright, sir, I need to browse your random mixing supplies here. We're going to want to do... Let's do... motor oil. Let's do... mouthwash. Viagra. And... Cuke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that does fill us up. I do want to come back and buy some more spray paint, because I'm going to test that a little bit more today, too. See if we can get the cartel to actually, like, acknowledge us, finally. You'd think by now they'd be upset. I mean, we've sold enough money to buy, like, 3 separate properties, and I'm already producing meth now compared to pot, so they've got to get angry eventually, right? Now, let's see. Do we want to do... Let's start with Cuke, I guess. So we'll do Cuke. Then we'll do motor oil, mouthwash, then Viagra. How's that? Alright, now we get to smash it. That nice little smooth move I just pulled right there. Smooth as butter. If you grab the hammer quick on your way up, you'll actually hit the glass once. So you'll get your first of the 3 swings you have to use to break the glass right away. It literally doesn't like save almost any time. It's just something that I like doing. You can, for the very last one, I'll just do it normal. You can do it the way it's intended. Wait till it gets put down, grab the hammer, and then just take 3 swings. It really does nothing. I just like to do it that way. I don't know why. Alright, first mix of meth going in. We do need to go get more of each of our supplies, though, because we got 2 batches to mix up here, so. We need another Cuke. We need Viagra, motor oil. And I'm drawing a blank on the last one right now. Cuke. Viagra mouthwash, that's what it was. Motor oil. Mouthwash. There. Alright, let's drop these off, and then we'll come back and grab the spray paint while we're waiting for this to mix. And we'll try and tag, like, maybe 2 more spots over here. See if that does anything. I'm just very confused. I don't understand why they have not gotten a hold of us yet. Done that twice now. Alright, Aspen Cake. Aspen Cake and motor oil. That gives us a red and a light blue. I don't know. Let's do a quick comparison test to see what all this does here. Okay, so that leaves energizing and gives us that. Same thing with that. But this changes both. So let's do that, I guess. This makes the biggest difference, so we'll check it out. Move that, this, and this. I am going to put this bed here for now, I guess. We'll set it down when we're ready to go to bed at night, and then we'll just pick it up in the morning until we get this all situated. Now let's go make some funny graffiti tags places. I would like to purchase as many of these as you'll sell me. 12 of them. Good enough. Thank you, sir. Oh shit, you know what? I am gonna need another stack of bags for when we get done mixing up our meth. So let's see, we've got... Let's hit this one. Let's do light blue. This is actually not quite as hard as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it still looks pretty sloppy, but boy, I figured this was going to be a lot worse than that. Not a drug dealer. There. Now they know. We're not a drug dealer. Shit, let's go hit up... Oh, that did nothing, though. I didn't notice. You must not be able to lower cartel influence in a location until they've already contacted you, even though we're already... Oh, wait. Shit. Reduce cartel influence in Westville to 300 out of 1,000 to unlock this region. But we have no cartel influence here. So... I don't understand. I'm really just kind of drawing a blank. As you saw, we have like half of Westville already unlocked. For some reason, I'm under the impression we've already tagged one other spot. That would have been the second spray paint. But even if it wasn't, we've now tagged that location here in Westville. We've already got Molly unlocked, so we have the second dealer, the one from Westville. So I would have assumed by now they would have contacted us. I really just don't know. I feel like these are doing the same thing, mouthwash and Viagra. We'll find out, I guess, when we mix this, though. This is so much nicer. It is a full minute for the mix time, but you only have to do it once. You don't have to manually add all the ingredients and the meth itself. Just put everything in there and press start. Done and good to go. One thing we did forget to do... Oh, well, that's because I don't have enough cash. That's fine. Say we could have got our second batch mixing. We had enough pseudo for every station one more time. But I don't have any phosphorus or acid. And we really don't have the extra money right now. Maybe what I'll do, actually, is once we mix up this last step here, we'll run up and check Benji. Maybe he's got enough excess cash on us where we can just pick up a few more phosphorus and acid. Get the next batch going. Ayo. Ultra cum. That's right. 123. Not bad. That's already higher than our best weed was. It does add something different. Okay. So, let's do that, I guess. And that will be our mix. We did cuke, oil, mouthwash, I think, and then... I think we have it in the correct order, right? No, mouthwash was last. God. No, it wasn't. We haven't got the last one yet. Yeah, so that's right. Cuke, motor oil, mouthwash, and then Viagra. That's our mix. I don't know that Benji will have any more money, because we did already collect from him, but maybe we'll get lucky. We don't need a lot, really. I just gotta buy 4 phosphorus and 4 acid, and that's literally it. So probably be a few hundred. Damn, pretty nice. I can withdraw whatever we need, I guess, excess, but... When you withdraw from the ATM, it does not reduce from the amount that you've deposited to the ATM, so I try not to do a lot of that. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 320. We needed 65 bucks more than we have. Son of a gun. Withdraw a hundo. Thank you, sir. Thanks, man. Alright. By the time we get back, our mix will be done. We can see what our new strain is going to be called. The final mix. Ultra Cum wasn't too bad. We could have stuck with that, honestly. I suppose. Let's put these down quick before I forget about it. Oh my god. Sloppy as all hell. Amateur hour in here. Jesus. Embarrassing. Very nice. That was pretty close. We could, potentially tomorrow maybe, put enough cash together to hire the 3 chemists. So we would no longer have to do the... Well, actually, honestly, we just need to hire 2 chemists to start with. The third one would be for the mixers, which we only have 1 of right now anyway, so... Son of a gun! I went too hot again. So yeah, we just need enough for 2 mixers, or, yeah, 2 mixers. 2 chemists, actually, to start. I feel like we can definitely pull that off. And then we don't have to manually do this anymore. They'll do it. I don't mind doing the first handful of batches, though. A good boss is somebody who would never ask you to do something they wouldn't do themselves. So here we are, cooking our first few batches of meth, so I can rightfully ask my employees to do it for me afterwards. Beauty. I kind of like the effects on this. That looks pretty good for dissolving, honestly. It's a good little animation thing there. Overshot it. Ooh, no, that was beauty. Perfect. Oh my god, who are you? And how did you ask me this through my wall? Dude, my drugs are so strong people can see and speak through walls. My guy. You need help, Austin. You need help. I suppose I am partly to blame for that. Sweet smegma. Okay. Tropic Thunder, Slippery Balding Munchies. I feel like Slippery and Tropic Thunder are both good. Like, increase the amount that the product sells for. Balding I don't remember, but I feel like Munchies doesn't really make a difference. Not bad, though. We've got Sweet Smegma. That's our new product. And, let's see, what do we have? Sweet Smegma starts out at $155 suggested. So 1.6 of that is the maximum price. We'll go 1.5 would be 77.5. So we'll just say 75, which puts us at 230. And we'll just set it at... We'll just do 225 even. We'll cut them a little bit of a discount. Not much. That's pretty good. 225 is pretty solid. I will not complain about that. Let's set our bed back up real quick. We're going to finish mixing this. And then I guess we'll just crash out. We'll go package it in the morning. I do need to... Oh, I did list it for sale. Good. And I took both of these out. Alright. As of tomorrow, we are officially a meth dealer. We will no longer be dealing in pot. We have moved on to methier pastures. I do want to put this over here. Really don't want to accidentally throw that back in the mixer. Although it could increase the price that we can sell it for. I just don't want to have to do like 65 different mixes to make a profit. I feel like 4 is pretty solid until you get more set up. Once we get the warehouse or the barn, we might move to like a 6 mix. Or you can even do more than that. In my previous game at the warehouse, I had 3 separate sets of 6 mixing stations. So I had chemists making a 6 mix strain for our, I think it was cocaine actually, in that game. But I had 3 separate setups for it, so I could have 3 separate lines of chemists making that same mix during the day. And then every other location I had producing cocaine. So you could make a ton that way. What I could have also done is I could have done up to like an 18 mix for that if I wanted, and just gone ballistic. But keep in mind, you can't actually set the cost of your products beyond $999 per unit, and almost nobody's going to have enough money to buy that. Most of the customers at Endgame will purchase one of a very costly product like that, but not more, because they just don't have the income. So if you do decide to go buck wild on your mixing, keep that in mind. At some point, you won't be able to increase the cost of your goods anymore, and you're also only going to be able to sell like one product to like 90% of your customer base. Alright, just about there. It will be very nice when we can just have our employees doing all this for us. There is like a little point to which you make enough progress and you have enough employees to basically produce everything for you, mix it for you. You have enough dealers to take care of the majority of your customer base. And you'll have a small window for a short while where it feels like you really don't have anything to do. And then it'll pick right back up again as you get a little further, until you get to the very end game. And depending on how you set everything up, your end game might look like just gas station trips back and forth. Hence why I said I like to have multiple shelves for mixing ingredients. If we do only 4 shelves for a 4 mix, and we do 1 shelf per ingredient in a big setup, like here it might last a full day. But if we did it at the warehouse, these shelves for the mixing stations would be empty in like 3 hours in game time. So you'd have to be filling these constantly throughout the day, like all the time. That basically becomes your entire job at Endgame if you have it set up that way. We're going to work on setting this up to where we'll have, in the bigger properties, maybe 3 shelves even, with extra people loading up. We'll produce a little bit less product, but you can't sell all that you can produce anyways, so it's not really going to hinder us. But we will also be able to basically automate everything for multiple days. That way we don't have to constantly drive from one of our properties to the next one, to the gas station, reload everything, then move to the next one and continue etc., etc. You know what I'm saying. Got a machete. Oh, we got the mega beans. Those are good mixers. Oh, here it is. I have a business proposition I would like to discuss with you. Meet me at the parking lot next to Taco Ticklers. I'll be in the black SUV. That is the Cartel. We have finally made it. So, that said, before we go over there, let's go bag up our product. I'm probably going to try to pawn these off. You know what? I'm just going to give them to Bench, actually. That way we don't have to try to compete with our own other products. I just want to sell our sweet smegma right now. That's it. I don't want to have to carry a couple of different kinds of bud on us and that, so we'll give him all of our leftover, or the remnants, and we'll just start selling this. And once he clears out most of his inventory of the bud, then he'll load him up on meth. By then we should have a pretty good supply going. We also have our new dealer we can go and make contact with, but I didn't do it yet just because we really don't have the inventory to supply both of our dealers yet. As soon as we get our employees going at the bungalow, we'll definitely be rolling in meth at that point. Not sure if that's a good thing to do. I feel like that would hurt. Alright, let's go meet these Cartel douchebags. Ludwig, stop! Don't go in there! Stop! Stop, stop, stop! Oh, you son of a bitch. You're gonna message me in like fucking an hour. Hey man, you got any? And I'm gonna be like, dude. Dude. Alright. Oh shit, you can't jump over that. What's up, fool? You wanted to meet. Ah, it's you. I'm Thomas. I believe we share a similar line of work. I'd like to apologize for the minor altercation we had earlier involving your RV. We have a rather successful operation here in Highland Point, and we're not keen on sharing the market. However, I'd like to extend an offer. You will sell us product on an ongoing basis 2 to 3 times per week, large quantities and wholesale prices. Notice how he says, you will, which immediately means that no, I won't. Additionally, you will refrain from dealing with customers outside of Northtown and Westville. The rest of Highland Point is our territory. Yeah. No. In return, we will not blow up any more of your property and will not harass you in any way. You're free to continue operating in your corner of the market as long as you uphold your end of the deal. A deal which we just told you you're going to take. Basically threatening you to your face. So instead, how about I tell you to fuck off? You will be working with us. Meh. And if you don't, we're gonna make your life very, very difficult. Yeah, shut up, dude. I am absolutely... Yeah, here we go. Perfect option. Crystal clear. Now piss off. Douchebag. Oh shit, that's right. We got a bunch of messages. Alright, we'll meet both of them. You want to buy some? Check out this new shit. 90%? Well, that's because it's really expensive. Let's see, what do you got for me? I love the ginger mustache thing. It's cute. She does not like that. So I guess maybe we'll just have to refrain from selling to Donna for a bit until we can make some meth maybe she does like. 260. God damn. Now we're making some cash. Like some real cash. Speaking of which. Hey, Benji, you home? Shit. He doesn't like that either. I saw you... Oh, there's Benj. And Jesse. Hey, Benj. What's up, homie? Here, take the rest of that. Thanks, man. Where the fuck did Jesse go? Oh, there you are. Hey. Check some of this out. You're gonna love it. Austin, you're buying drugs already. Good. Let's go meet up with Meg. Man, we're really pulling in some cash right now. This is big. Check this out, Austin. Shit, you can only afford one. That's alright. Thank you anyways. Keith! What's up, homie? No? Son of a gun. Jerry! What the fuck is happening right now? Chloe! You want to buy something though, right? Oh, you don't even like this shit, huh? Well, at least you bought some. Thanks anyways. Appreciate that. Fuck you, Jerry. Well, you're gonna buy 2 of them. My man. Meg. Oh shit, you wanted ice cream, bud, and I don't have any. I am so sorry. You are not gonna accept this. I apologize for that. I didn't realize that I had told her yes to the ice cream, bud, before I gave it to Benji. I thought I had shut off both of these. Nope. I'm an idiot. That was totally my fault, Meg. I am so sorry. Now I'm, like, the worst dealer in town. Which is, like, insulting considering the Benzies exist. Alright, let's go get our spray cans now that we actually have those guys available. We can start lowering their, what do you want to call it now? I can't think of the word. Influence. That's the word. We're just going to put buy drugs here, because this is where we do our deals a lot. And where we get a lot of our supply from. That was a really rough E. That was hardly better. It's easier than I expected to do this, but it's still a little difficult. 2 sweet smegma. Did we actually, like, even lower the cartel's influence here? I didn't see anything pop up. Be under here, right? Oh, yeah, we got it down there. 50. Okay, so I guess we should probably just start actually unlocking new customers too while we're doing this. We've got Doris and Kim we can sell to. Where's Doris? Let's just find them on the map. They're both side by side, right up here. We might have to take care of those cops here pretty quick, just to make some more space. This checkpoint is always here, unfortunately, because it's like the worst checkpoint. And they're always standing there watching. Try this, and let me know what you think. 92% is really good. I feel like you're going to love it. Hey, hey. Thanks, ma'am. Now, where the hell did the other girl go? Kim, you are still right up here. Are you in here? Aha! Ooh, 30%. She is not a sweet smegma fan. I'll come back for you. But something else. A little bit later. George. I'm going to test and see if the cops still do not come up here, and I'm going to see if we can pickpocket the unconscious cop. I feel like we did try this and it didn't work, but I'm going to find out for sure. Okay, so this still seems like it works. For whatever reason, the cops are, like, incapable of going up that ramp. So, you can basically just always say, oh, no way. You can just take it. Holy man. Well, one thing that you can do now with the Benzies, they're going to harass not only you while you're out dealing, but they're going to go after your dealers too sometimes. So it's a good idea to give them a weapon. However, we're not a high enough rank yet to unlock guns. So, we're kind of SOL when it comes to that option, unless you want to do what I just did right there, and just take them from the cops. Oh god, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Oh god. I didn't think he was going to shoot me. Come on over here. Ah, I keep missing him. I could shoot him, but I kind of wanted to save the ammo. Oh god, alright. Yep, that was rough. I kind of deserved that, honestly. Too much messing around. But now we know. Oh, son of a gun, we gotta go do the whole cartel thing again now. Alright, enough screwing off. I should have thought about that first, but... I guess, like I said, we did find out for sure that you can loot them after you've knocked them out, and you can just take the gun out of their pocket, so that's huge. Big development there. Probably should have been a little bit more careful about which cops I went after. Or just use the gun, and, you know, I would have had to burn through a little bit of ammo, but that's alright. Can I just hit this guy in the face? Nope. Alright, well, I tried. Yeah, we know what you're saying, and I don't give a shit. Refuse. Crystal clear, now piss off. Alright, now we're back to where we were. I do have to go package these two again, though. Got stuck on everything. Alright, now let's do this without getting myself killed. I also don't really need the guns right this second, but I am glad that we tested it. Like I said, now that I know that, when we are prepared and we have our new dealer Molly going, both her and Benji carrying a bunch of meth on them, we're going to want to give them guns, because they'll get, like, jumped, basically, by the Benzies, and they can take product from them, they can take money from them. If they are unarmed, you could lose a lot. Like the very... Oops. On my primary game, most of my dealers are carrying bricks, so it's 20 units in one brick, and they're carrying, like, 10 or 20 bricks on them at a time. So, you're talking 200 to 400 units or grams, however you want to say it. It's not specified in-game, so I usually just use units, but grams if you want to be realistic, I guess. That's a lot of product to lose because one of your dealers got stood up. So it's definitely something you want to make sure you're ready for. As soon as you get into war with the cartel, you need to be prepared. They're not as big of a threat for you. It's pretty easy for you to just run away. But your dealers, they'll just text you and be like, hey, you know, we got jumped by the Benzies, we lost this much product, this much money. And there's not a lot you can do about it, so the best thing we can do is basically lowering their influence, which obviously takes a little bit of time. So we can get Molly going pretty quick here. George, don't know who that is yet. George, Kim, and Doris we've got to become friends with. Buy one of these guys. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Free sample. You're not big into that either. Oh, you do like that, though. 82% is pretty solid. Alright. Love to see it. What's up, Kyle? You want to buy some drugs? Guess not. Here. Don't. That's right. You don't like those. I guess I'm not going to give Benji our ice cream bud this time. I also forgot to take that out of our cell phone. Oops. Since I got myself killed and had to reload. You like this stuff, so buy one of them. Appreciate that. Huge. Now we got one more to go. I feel like we're pretty much back to where we were before I got us killed yesterday. What the fuck? Oh man, I can't believe that just happened. So that was an example of the Benzies jumping you. Now that's the very first time I've ever literally just got done saying how I got myself killed the day before and then been jumped, or been jumped in the middle of a deal. Usually it happens when I'm going to or from a location. This yeah, this was a first. So that kind of sucks because we just got back to where we were. That's all right though. We're going to get through this. We'll be prepared this time in case they decide to jump us. I was not expecting it to happen quite so quickly. So, now we get to go back through the whole spiel with the cartel one more time. Man, I can't believe that just happened. Like, what are the odds? It's like I summoned them to us. Yeah, we know, dude. I've already talked to you like 5 times. I get it. I was unable to hit him with the baseball bat inside of the SUV. So presumably it would work the same with a gun, but I am curious if I did have a pistol, if I would be able to shoot him when I walked up there instead. Obviously it wouldn't do anything or the quest would end, and that would kind of defeat the whole update, but it would be kind of funny if I could just shoot the messenger. Talk about sending a message back to them. This is the 3rd time we've had to do this. The 3rd time we've had to talk to the cartel now. I cannot believe that just happened. I mean, it's just blowing my mind. Alright, I get it. What the fuck? Oh, I can put it back? I didn't know you could do that. That way? How the fuck did I do that last time? I'm so confused. That was crazy. Alright, perfect. Alright. Let's go back and meet these guys finally for like the 3rd time now. I can't believe it. Well, odds are we won't run into another issue today with any luck. I mean, we're like a statistical anomaly already that this has happened 3 times. I will take credit for the first one though. That was totally my fault. Refuse. Crystal clear. Piss off. See you later. Before I forget, we gotta remove this. Thanks, my guy. Joyce. Oops. I guess we're doing Joyce right now because I accidentally clicked the wrong spot. Hey, we've been waiting for this. See, I knew there was a reason we had to restart 3 times. Try this, dude. And when you're done, God, that feels so good. Here, take one of these. Thank you. Alright. God, man, that felt good. So satisfying. Alright. What's up, Jerry? Take one of them. You don't want that? At a 92%? Is that even real? You're not even here? Are you for real? This is the wrong one? I should have read that better. The pawn shop? We're totally going to be late. Joyce, don't you dare leave. I'm so sorry. I got you confused. I had 2 sales. I'm stupid. Thank you for holding out. I was really pushing it to the limit there, I know. You've already been sold to, obviously. So let's go make this other sale quick, and then, yeah. I guess we're going to go back to trying to lower the cartel's influence. Oops. Overshot that. Come on, doesn't anybody show up early to drug deals these days? What's happening? People used to get excited about this kind of thing. Where are you? Come on, Meg. We tried to make this sale, like, on the other side of the street when I bumped into you 50 minutes ago. See, now you're late. Come on. 1 sweet smegma. Thank you. I gotta grab the spray paint cans again. And we gotta do some tagging today, and we gotta run around and get some new customers, if we can. Thankfully, I did not give Benji all of our product, so this time maybe we can get Kim and Doris. That was the other one. Come on, Kim, I know you're gonna like my regular stuff. Kevin! What's up, my dude? You can... oh, he can see me, I guess, kind of. Hey. He can't see me in here, though. You don't really care for that. You do like this, though. Just buy one of them. I kind of just need all the cash I can get at the moment, so... Kim! These cops are really annoying. Try 39.87. That's pretty good. Alright. We'll try the ice cream bud, because I have more of that. Just give me the yes. Hey, hey. Alright, now where's Doris? You are right down here. That's kind of nice. You want to buy anything? Thank you. I can't sell to you yet, though. Alright. Doris. Just who I was looking for. 94%. Let's do this one, though. No, that's only 89. 94 it is. Bam. 2 down. Charles? You are not Charles. Where was Charles? I swear he was right by me. Oh, right there. Geraldine, I'll come and meet you tonight. Mostly just because I need to get this deal with Charles done quick. Contacts. Westville. Who is Charles? Right here. Yep, you are in the pawn shop? No. Were you in this? I'm confused, man. Oh, okay. I didn't know Charles went in there. These cops, man, they are making this very difficult. 72 or 50. Man, Charles, you are picky, my guy. Fingers crossed. Come on. Hey, hey. Lucky. That was huge. So now we've gotten 3 new contacts done today. Their influence is down to 775 already. I've got just George left, and he is down over here, which is nice because so is our deal. If we can get George too, we finish Westville like today. And we just got to go tag a bunch of stuff until we get their influence down low enough. Geraldine, you wanted 2 sweets magma. Thanks, man. Where was George? Ludwig? You're Dan. I didn't think I could sell to you. Where are you, my guy? Are you in Bud's bar? Oh, okay. The more you know, I guess. 82. 82 it is. That's pretty decent. Come on, George. Don't disappoint me. My man. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Chloe, come on, man. Just let me deal with you right here. So we did it. That was it for Westville. We got everybody, other than Meg, our dealer. Complete our deal. Sweet Smegma, one for you. Miss Kim, you are itching for it. Man, this meth has just got everybody scratching their necks. 79 only, though. Take 2 of those, I guess. That'll work. Made some pretty solid cash. Let's go hire ourselves our first chemist, I guess. And we'll talk to Benj, since he's right here and he probably has some cash for us. Come on, my guy. What do you got? You got nothing? What have you been doing all day, dude? What a disappointment. It's not 6? Oh, just about 6. Only 74. Not a lot of these Westfield and what's the first area called? Northtown. Not a lot of these guys like the meth, it seems. Either that or it's just too expensive for them, maybe. I think it's 6 now, right? Yep, perfect. You made a deal, I saw that. Give me that cash. Thank you. Our very first employee. Here we come. Alright. I want to hire. I would like a chemist. And I want them at the bungalow. And it's 1,500. Deal. Our very first employee. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a lot for them to do at the moment, but we have them down at least. What I do need to do is get... Let's see, it was 8 for those. And then I need to hit up Shirley again. We need more pseudo. 8 of that again. Can we get 9 now? We can. Alright. And let's try to pay her off right now if we have... Oh, we do. We've got the cash. Will you buy some? You'll buy 1. Good enough for me. Beauty. And we got Shirley paid off. Huge day. We do have to wait for the dead drop for the pseudo before we can mix anymore. But that's okay. I can come down here and kind of explain how the setup works for your employees. So once you buy your first one, you'll notice that you have this clipboard. If you highlight the clipboard and then approach, you'll get this option to manage whoever it happens to be. This one says chemist, obviously, because he is a chemist. So we will manage him. And now, when you set your lockers, your beds, whatever else, you put them down, You'll come in here and you'll click on this, and then you'll click on whichever locker you want them to be assigned to, and that will make that locker theirs. And then you deposit their daily wage into the locker in order to pay them to work for that said day. Same thing works for these. When you click on assigned stations, it'll let us come inside. And there's two ways you can do this. You can individually click on each one by just clicking on it, like so, and it will show up in here. Or if you want to do them all simultaneously, you hold Shift when you click, and it will let you highlight multiple stations. When you're done, excuse me, if you just push Enter, it will come up and show you that you've now assigned 2 chemistry stations, 2 lab stations, the ovens. So now we know that he has both of these, and both of these assigned to himself. And we'll come in here. Oops. Gotta put away the clipboard if you want to actually use any of your stations. And we're going to deposit 2 of both of these in here. I can't take that because my inventory's full. Same thing here, and we're going to do this for each of the chemistry tables real quick to get them prepped for when we get our pseudo in. And now we can actually go back and collect all these. Should probably answer our phone quick too. We'll do a couple of late night deals. Alright, so we have all of that stuff. Let's get our ovens going. There we go. So 1. The way I'm doing the individual unit dispersion, which was a very complex way of saying how I'm moving one item at a time. When you come in your inventory, if you just click on something, it does nothing, but you can click and drag if you'd like. If you shift and then left click, it will move the entire stack of whatever you have. If you shift and right click, it will move one of what you have. So since I only have enough chemistry stations to supply each oven individually, basically, we're doing obviously stacks of 1 for the moment. So I'm using the right click method there to do so. There we go. Now we have all 4 of those going. We have him assigned. We'll have to get him a locker tomorrow if we want him to actually do anything. Right now we probably won't worry about it. Pretty soon we do still need to get the other mixing stations, so we need 6K for that. We'll need another 1,500 times 2, so 3 more grand for the other 2 chemists, and then 2 handlers. And then we should be in full swing. At that point in time, everything will be done automatically for us. We can just start worrying about packaging things, and we can even have one of our handlers take care of that if we'd like. Sweet smegma for you. This is going to be a nice chunk of change because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Dean here wanted to buy 2. That's going to be like 500. Actually, it'll probably be like almost 600 since it's a late night deal. And he's already there. My man. $5:45 with a curfew. Not bad. And our dead drop is ready. It's at Randy's Bait and Tackle. So this is the first time we've been into the docks area, which is where Randy's bait is. That's also Randy, the guy that we've bumped into a couple of times. That's where he works and lives, I think, actually. He might have a house over here. I might be wrong about him living there. But he works over there, obviously. It's his bait and tackle, so just makes sense. But the docks are way down over here on the opposite side of this little harbor thing. You can take the road, too. When we have a skateboard, it'll be a lot faster. We're just going to ride everywhere, but on foot, this is probably just the quickest way. Plus, if the roadblock is set up over here, like during the daytime, might be blocked right here, you can just avoid it by walking on the sidewalk here. You go right around it. This is the warehouse that we'll be unlocking here pretty quick. And this is Randy's Bait and Tackle. There's a dead drop back here. And Keith actually wants some. Nice. One more late night deal for us. This actually is going to give us enough cash to hire our second chemist if we'd like. But I think we're going to save it so we can get our mixing stations first. Kind of nice that he wanted us to meet him over there too, where we're already heading, so don't see us, don't see us, don't see us, thank you. I think I just heard a gunshot, which... Nope, doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna say it could be the cartel chasing us, I guess, but I don't see anybody, so... I'm guessing we're good. There you go. That'll probably be basically everybody today for sales. So I suppose let's take a few minutes and just spray paint some more random stuff around. Kind of like using the blue one just because then everybody knows it's us. This is really rough. Fuck the Benzies. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna... I don't know what we're gonna put here. We're just gonna spray paint our name. Stamping our territory. Beauty. It's a fucking work of art, tell you what. There's another one up there, too. Oh, and one here. God damn, there is spray tag locations everywhere over here. That's a really rough G. Yeah. Benzies suck. It's going to be our slogan. Buy local. Buy Gramps. Awesome. Well, we're really cooking their influence right now, too. Down to 500 out of 1,000. There's another tag location here. I think there's a few on that side of the road, too, actually, we can do. Yeah, I know. My tags are fucking fire. Nobody can tell me otherwise. A goddamn artist up in here. Da Vinci ain't got shit on me. His inventions are nothing compared to my artwork. Nice. Holy shit. We got like maybe 2 more tags. And that should lower it to the 300. I think. Just gonna do another Gramps. I'm running out of original ideas. That was really rough, but that's okay. Yep, we need to find one more tag spot. And that's it. I definitely just heard another explosion somewhere. Come on, there's got to be one more over here, right? That couldn't have been all of them. That was actually quite a few tag locations, too, but there's got to be one. Aha! There it is. Boy, I'm getting really rough with those. That was really actually quite bad. Alright, where does that put us now? Not map, it's under contacts, right? Yep, Westville, 300 out of 1,000. Oh, we have downtown unlocked now, so that was it, we did it. We can now start selling to Jennifer first, and then Lucy, who I bump into all the time. I also see Elizabeth quite a bit. We did it. Hell yeah. We did it. That's kind of nice. Now we also don't have to, like, try to be super patient or slow at getting new customers, because we don't have to worry about getting soft locked anymore. We've already unlocked the cartel, so now we're set. We can just progress normally. Ice cream bud, nice. Over 1,000 XP too, huge. We got chili unlocked, that's nice. A level and a half basically. Downtown is unlocked, 2 new dealers, 10 potential customers. That was fucking huge. What a day. So nice. God, I am so slick with that too. I love how random the hammer comes down sometimes. Oh shit, I don't have any space in my inventory. My bad, hold on. I also forgot to drop off the pseudo when we picked it up last night. So I gotta drop that quick. So now that these benches actually have everything in them, if I was to put down a locker and put the cash in for our chemist outside, he would actually make those first batches for us now. He'd come right on in and start mixing those two over there. Obviously, we don't have the locker set up. What am I doing here? I put that stack of meth in here for some reason. Take that back out. There we go. Alright, so first we're going to have to get some more mixing supplies today to get that going. We're going to have to try to rack up enough cash to get our mixing station set up so we can start getting our chemist and things going. Not going to buy anything yet. What a bummer that was. You want to buy something? God damn it. You guys need to get more addicted. What the hell is happening right now? There we go. You watch your mouth, Chloe. Don't you ever say that about my products again. Oh shit. I needed to buy mixing supplies. Whoops. Looks like we're going to be going to the other gas station today. Boy, they're really out in force. Holy man. Oops. I got you, Meg. Don't worry. Peter, buy one of these. No? Okay, well, one's good enough. Thanks, man. What's up, Bench? Oh, don't mind the bat. It's not for you. I promise. Sure, Joyce. I will meet you in just a little bit here. I should have tried to sell to Donna. Ludwig is itching already. He just does not like the new meth. It's kind of unfortunate. Donna's already gone. That's a bummer. Jesse cannot be outside this early. There's no way. Jesus Christ. Lucy! You want a free sample? Do you like meth? No. 73. Doesn't really matter. Alright. 73 is okay, though. Come on. We got this. Hey! That's what I like to hear. Hell yeah. Miss Bing. I think I've called you Miss Kim like 10 times because you guys kind of look similar, and I apologize for that. Will you take 2? Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Austin's not here yet. I already went to lick. See, you guys do kind of look this similar, you know? I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. We made a pretty chunk of change already this morning. You just bought, but don't want any more quite yet. That's unfortunate. I don't think I can sell to you yet. We do have him as a potential customer now, but we have to sell to somebody he knows first.
Okay.
Boy, I really hope the new set of clients here in downtown actually like our meth, because I'm running out of pot and I'm not going to be making any more, so... Donna! I came to your door, but you were already gone. See, just 79% is like the best we get from most of these guys. I can't sell to you yet. I already sold to you and you don't want any more yet? What's up, Popo? We do have enough space of our... Holy shit. We're getting jumped. I can sell to you now, too. Yeah, so for the... like, cartel guys, it's pretty easy to just run away on your own. Really, they pose more of a threat to your customer... or to your customers, to your dealers. Unless you, do what I did last time, where we end up getting in the middle of a sale and I'm not paying attention, and then we get jumped. Then I guess they pose a threat, but... What is going on? That's them right there. I don't think they can go up the ramp either. I don't know what it is about that parking garage ramp, but I'll tell you what, it is magic if you're trying to escape anything in this game. Only 64, so I doubt we're going to get lucky, but... Oh my god. Holy cow. If we had a little bit more cash, I'd run to the casino just because I feel like we got the luck today, but I really don't have the money. I'm glad she bought that. 77's pretty low. Free sample. You don't like that shit at all. 61 is really low, too. We might have to up our quality here. We're getting... Jesus. We are the luckiest people in the world today, but it's not going to last forever. We definitely need to start getting better quality product. Let's go make all these sales. We're really going to be rolling in cash after today, though. Holy man. What a jump. Smegma. Nice. Kind of convenient. Most of these guys are all pretty close to each other, too. I don't know how that cop was able to see us back there. Huge day. Austin's itching. You're gonna buy 2 or not any at all? Holy shit, he did buy 2. And so does Geraldine. He wants 2. My god. So everybody was on the fence about the meth when we started, but now that we've managed to sell a little bit of it, everybody wants it. The addiction is kicking in. Thank you, sir. 2 more sales. We're going to be over 5K. We almost have enough for all of the mixing stations now. That was huge. One singular day basically finished getting us set up at the bungalow now. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Now we just got to go meet up with Jennifer. Which is nice, because I think Jennifer is one of our new clients. So she can get us introduced to some of her friends. Tell your friends. I will be happy to sell to them as well. What? What do you mean that's not what you wanted? That's literally all I sell. Yeah. Everything else is turned off. So the only option you have is Sweet Smegma. I'm not really sure how that wasn't what you wanted. I'm quite confused, actually. I can't sell to any of you guys yet, can I? You let me in, and it's early. That was your fault. Ooh, 37%. Huh. Alright, I know it said we weren't going to do it, but we're going to do 1 round. That's all I can afford, though. Then we got to go. Well, that was alright, I guess. We spent 500, we won 600, so we'll take it. You didn't want any? I bet you Jesse will buy some now, though. You're high as fuck. No? What the hell is wrong with Jesse today? We've been rejected from her twice. Benj. Thanks, man. You're high as hell. You don't need any. Alright. Donna, you turned me down earlier, but we're going to try. Nope. You turned me down. You bought some from Benji, obviously. Look at you. You know what? Let's buy our mixing stations. It's got to be almost 6 now. Like 20 after 5, probably. Oh, man. Dead on the money. That was insane. Randy, I don't know you well enough yet, I guess. Come on. Kick your light on. 542. Almost there. Knock, knock. Let me the fuck in. Alright. I need 3 of your top tier mixing stations, good sir. Thank you. Now the only thing we're missing as far as setup goes is the lockers for our employees and a packaging station, which we can just take from the sweatshop, the little apartment. We're not far enough yet for a brick press, so we can't use that. But the packaging station will do fine. So I can easily fit 3 like that. Oh, what am I doing? Pushing the wrong button here. There we go. There is plenty of space in here. We're going to put the lockers back in this corner, and we're only going to need a total of 5. So that'll probably come out to like here, which leaves us enough room for a couple more shelves. I would really like to squeeze in 4, though. Might be tight, but maybe we can squeeze them in between the lockers in here. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to that point. For now, this is good enough. I do have to put this back down because we are going to use it here today. Let's get this somewhat set up. Put that there. Alright, so another thing that we can do is you can actually set how your stations, well, I guess partially how they work and then their destination. So for our chemistry station, this is the start of our meth process. We come here, we use our phosphorus, our acid, and our pseudo. So if you click on this, we have an unspecified recipe. We're just going to do plain liquid meth. That is all 3 of our ingredients, and this will use any pseudo. Right now we have the crappy ones, but as we get better ones, it'll use those instead. And then our destination. From that to this oven, we're going to do the same thing for this one. To this oven. Let's answer him quick. We'll do a late night deal for him. And we'll do the same on this side. Gotta shut that door. Basically, this is just setting up the chemistry stations themselves, so the chemist knows exactly what he's doing. He comes over here, he sees that the mix that we're using is to make the meth. We have the ingredients available, so he just goes ahead and does that. And then as soon as the product is done, the destination is telling it that when we get our liquid meth here, it's to be transported to this station, where our chemist will come over, he'll take the liquid meth, go ahead and throw it in the oven, and then we can also set a destination for these guys. Now, we're going to put all 4 of these to the same location. We want them to go to the same mixer, the starting mixer. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, and 4, set our destination, and we're going to click on this mixer here. So again, that's just telling those 4 ovens that when they're finished, the final product will need to be transported from them to this mixer. And then we're going to set up our mixing order. We're going to start with the first mixer, and our chemists are only going to do 10 at a time. Unlike us, we do a whole stack, they only do the half. But they're going to do it automatically, so it'll work out in the long run. We don't have to worry about it. And then our destination, we want to go in order. So we started on this one. This is the second part of our mix. 10 again, over to the third part of our mix, and then to the final part of the mix. And now the destination for this one is going to be set to an empty shelf somewhere. That's so when they're done with all of the mixed meth, they move that product to a shelf. We don't have a packaging station right now, which is why I'm saying a shelf instead. But if you're going to have a handler also package the product for you, you can have them come from this mixing station to the packaging station, and then your handler will just walk over when there's a stack there and then package it into whatever you have set for the packaging station. Bags, jars, if it's a brick press, you know, whatever. That will all be done automatically if you set it up that way, the way that we just did there. Very useful in order to run large-scale operations where it would be difficult to be at every single one of your locations all day long. Let's go make our last sale, and then we'll crash out. What's up, my guy? You want to buy anything since you're hanging around? Even just one. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Alright, what's up, Trent? There you go, my guy. And we still have $1,000 left over. We actually almost have enough to hire the second chemist, but we're not going to bother with that yet. What we will do... Where are you going? What are you doing back here, man? You're tripping balls. Smoked a little bit too much of our stuff. 40, we can do one more of these for now. We'll have to come back and get the motor oil. I'm very impressed with how much progress we made. This is very nice. That'll be our cuke shelf. Okay, it is that order too, right? I gotta make sure I do this right so our chemists actually make the right product. Cuke to motor oil to mouthwash and then Viagra. So that one will be the motor oil. This is mouthwash and this is Viagra. And now Keith is hitting us up, I guess. Mouthwash, Viagra. I also put this on the wrong shelf. That's supposed to go in the first one. Yes, Keith, we will meet up with you too. No worries. I gotta come back and get some motor oil, though, before I forget. And then we'll come and meet you. I'm actually just gonna deposit like 500 quick. There. Now we also have a little bit of excess spending cash for more supplies if we happen to need them. We might also experiment with a new mix pretty soon here, since we got Mega Bean and Chili and all that unlocked. Oh shit, where am I going? I don't know why I thought this was over there by the pier and not right behind the store. Sorry, dude. I gotta go get some product. I'll be right back. I didn't realize I just sold the last one because I wasn't paying attention. This light trips me out. There. Now we have our line all set up as well. I don't know why I grabbed that out of there. Okay, so basically, what I was explaining earlier with having the shelves for each individual mixer, this is what I meant by that. I have them all set up for one shelf per mixing ingredient, and then one mixer per ingredient. So a handler will come in and use the first shelf, which we have set for our cuke, as you can see. He'll grab cuke from here, and he'll put it on this mixer, because this mixer uses only cuke. So on and so forth. The second one, motor oil to this one. On and on. You get the idea. That way there is enough backup to where we can have one full shelf worth of mixing supplies. This only uses one stack at a time. So every time our chemist finishes the second round on here, the full stack of 20, the handler just runs in, grabs another stack of 20, puts it down, and we have 2 more cycles that we can do. All the way through the line, and that just means we never have to come back and fill these things up ourselves until this row of our shelves basically runs out. Once this is empty, then we have to restock. But otherwise, it will all be taken care of automatically. Now let's go meet up with Keith and make our final sale of the night. There you go, dude. Sorry I stopped by earlier and realized I was an idiot and didn't bring anything with me. Alright, we did it. 4,000 cash we made, over 2,000 Benji made, 520 XP, pretty solid. Good money day, solid XP day. We also now have the full spectrum grow light, so if we did ever decide to grow pot, or when we transition into cocaine, we've got the nicest available lights for growing. And we also unlocked a new ingredient for mixing, batteries. That was huge. And this is like the perfect spot for us to wrap up for this episode then. So, as always, I appreciate everybody that watched this. I really did. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything specific throughout the series that you wanted to see, like I always say, go ahead and just throw a comment down below. Let me know. I am happy to experiment with some things, try some stuff out. I know there's a couple of things I've already mentioned I would like to do, like the funnier mixes, like the explosion, all that kind of stuff. Using 2 of the donuts, for instance, to make explosive side effect. Giving out a drug and then they turn that person into a bomb, kind of a thing. We'll do a few of those just for fun, but like I said, if there's anything you want to see specifically, go ahead and mention it below. I'm happy to check it out. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you in the next one.